We're getting ready for the final game of the NAIA New Orleans Bracket National Championship. The second round matchup between Cumberlands and John Brown. It's the 13 seed John Brown. The Cumberlands are the 5th seed. And this should be a pretty good game between two teams that really played hard yesterday.
Yes, they did. And Cumberland's having a triple overtime.
Unbelievable still.
Almost a whole another, well, it is. No, almost a whole another half from them.
Pretty much. We are underway. I'm Jason Quigley. Jane Wright joins me, and this should be a fun one. As she mentioned, triple overtime for the Cumberlands yesterday. Starting lineups on both sides. For John Brown, Emily Sanders, Maddie Altman, Natalie Smith are the guards. Lisa Van Overberga and Tara Stevens are in the front court. For the Cumberlands, Cassie Monday and Kaylee Monday start at the guard spots by Destiny Hayworth on the wing. Channing Lewis and Victory Fredericks are in the front court. Cassie Monday is the point guard. Of course, Cassie and Kaylee are twins, and they're very talented. There's Cassie with a layup to start off the scoring. Yesterday, Cassie played
54 minutes. But really, I don't know if that's right. I feel like she really played 55. I didn't see her come off the floor one time.
Either way, I think she's a little tired today.
Yeah.
Regardless, like you called her yesterday, the Energizer Bunny for this team.
Yes.
Just all over the court as Fredericks collects the rebound off of Hayworth's miss. They try to get it into Fredericks, and she's got some space. Puts in a little three-footer. But yeah, yesterday, so Cumberlands took on Midway. Really, either of those teams could be here right now.
Yeah.
And John Brown defeated one of the best teams in the NAIA all season long, to Loyola Wolfpack, who were without their starting point guard. But regardless, it was a close one, and they played well. Like you said, just played hard.
Yeah,
everybody did. Cassie Monday on the outside. Gets it to her sister in the right wing, and that just misses. 4-0 so far is the lead for the top-seeded Cumberlands. But don't let the seeds fool you.
Yeah.
At this point of the year, everybody's good.
You never really know. The conferences are all so different.
Right. As there's a three. First points of the game for John Brown. It's Natalie Smith. And that is a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards John Brown. Golden Eagles of John Brown from Siloam Springs in Arkansas, near the border of Oklahoma. Cumberland's located in Kentucky. They played another Kentucky school in Midway yesterday. Both of them in New Orleans for Loyola's tournament. Loyola season ended, but really they were a great team. And the fact that John Brown is this far in the tournament is really a testament to how good they are as well, as they take a 6-4 lead off another three-pointer, this one from Tara Stevens.
These are two good three-point shooting teams, so we expect to see a lot of that tonight.
Both in volume and percentage. John Brown makes about 9.5 a game. As Monday puts in a three, but they're going to call an offensive foul and wave off the shot. Fredericks picks up the foul. As she checks out, Lakin Burke is in, and Cassie Monday finally gets to take a break.
Wow, this is the first time we've seen her off the floor.
So she's going to head to the bench. They put in Brittany Allison, who ended up closing out that overtime period yesterday.
And she was big. She got a three to really separate them.
Yeah, really, I mean, it could have gone either way through the first two overtimes, and then Cumberland's just kind of pulled away in the third. Ended up not really being close, but I'm telling you, it was a close game.
Yeah, not the story of the game at all.
Foul goes on Lakin Burke. She ended up fouling out in that third overtime, though it didn't really end up mattering, as Monday is back in.
So about a 30-second break.
I guess that's probably all she got yesterday, too.
Maybe I got her confused with her sister momentarily.
As that is a 5-second violation, and Cumberlands takes back over. But yeah, like you mentioned, really good three-point shooting teams. We've already seen John Brown hit 2. And again, they make about 9.5 threes a game. Cumberland shoots about 37% from 3, as Monday misses one barely. 2 3-point misses for the Monday Twins, and they haven't been by much. As Kaylee Monday tried to come up with a steal, she was close to it. There is a bit of a size difference. Kaylee Monday defending the 5'10" Emily Sanders. Monday's at 5'4".
A little, that's a big difference.
As it comes into Tara Stevens, and she's off to a good start, 5 points. There's Channing Lewis getting a touch for the first time, and it's going to be a turnover. Lakin Burke throws it away.
And John Brown sets a lot of screens. They do a lot of moving on defense, which.
And there's a.
I think she tipped it.
It was a block. It was recovered, though, by Maddie Altman, and she puts it in. 10 points for John Brown, but just 4 for Cumberlands. Yeah, you're right, though. A lot of movement. And that's a steal. I think it was Altman who tipped it.
That's their 4th turnover, which is what their coach emphasized the last game.
And that's a great pass. Lisa Van Overberger puts it in. Tara Stevens with a good assist. And yeah, I mean, I forget how many they actually ended up with, but it was over 30 turnovers yesterday. One of the reasons why Midway was able to make it such a close game. As Kaylee Monday gets it blocked out of bounds. And that'll lead us to our first media timeout of the game. 12-4 is our score. And the Cumberlands trail John Brown. This is the NAIA Women's Basketball National Championship on VSN. Back in the University Sports Complex on the campus of Loyola University, New Orleans. John Brown University Golden Eagles starting out fast. And it's kind of similar to what we saw yesterday with Midway University.
Yeah, Cumberlands had a lot of turnovers early.
And there's a three, Amira Steele.
They're never really out of it because they can all shoot pretty well.
Yeah, pretty much whoever's winning in this game at any point know that they can come back pretty quickly.
Yeah.
As Stevens catches on the arc, she'll get it into Gracie Harris. And Harris just kind of tossed one up with no real direction. There's a three, top of the arc. It is off the mark, but put back and up and in by Amira Steele, who has had a really good 2 games so far, 5 points in this one. She was really crucial. As that's a foul going the other way. Cassie Monday hit the floor. Bella Arlenborn is going to pick up the foul. So now, after a quick start from John Brown, Cumberlands has a chance to tie. Cassie Monday looking for Steele. She'll take a mid-range shot, and it's too strong. Rebounded by Smith. Now Stevens. Oh, good takeaway. That was really smart defense from Maddie Altman. Monday gets over 3 defenders and floats it in for 2. 1-point game.
To say they played 3 overtimes, they're still getting up the floor quickly.
Can't really tell.
At all.
As that one almost taken away, Stevens ends up with it though and connects for 2. Tara Stevens having the best game so far with 7 points. As that's going to be a foul. Cassie Monday trying to get past Gracie Harris. Harris picks up her first. That's a good move. Let's get blocked. Was a good move.
Yeah.
Sanders with a block. And now they're heading the other way. Ball is moving all around the arc. And they're unable to get anything. Look at this. Nobody in the paint right now. As Smith launches one and hits it from deep.
That's a really tough shot.
She, of course, was able to hurt the Wolfpack last night with her 3-point shooting. Best shooter on this team at about 37%. And she's made over 80 this year.
They're calling for,
3-pointer no good. Kaylee Potter, but Steele got it back.
Oh, good move.
Steele short after getting her defender out of position. Harris gets it into Stevens. And she's been in there a while. Oh, they're going to give 3 seconds, yeah. That's a turnover. Both Mondays back in for Cumberlands. I think she got another break. Maybe about 20 seconds. Cassie to the basket. That was a tough shot. I don't know how she got that one all the way up, but it fell, and it's 4-point game.
She's really nifty.
Three-pointer Sanders, good. High-scoring first quarter for John Brown. They're up to 20. Cumberland's trying to close it on a strong note as Kaylee Monday goes up to the basket, no good, and that's going to be taken away by Smith. A 7-point lead for the John Brown Golden Eagles at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with more action from the second round right after this. This is the NAIA National Championship on VSN. Back in the den, and the second quarter coming up between the Cumberlands and John Brown. Patriots with the basketball to start us out in the second 10 minutes. Now again, we got to talk about yesterday with Midway. They had a really good first quarter.
Yeah, they did.
Cumberland's ended up coming back anyway as that one goes in for Lake and Burke.
They started hitting a lot more shots. Not that they haven't hit any today, but
yeah, they've hit. I mean,
hit them pretty
both teams are shooting it pretty well. John Brown just shooting it extremely well now at 62%. As that's going to be a mid-range shot, and it's a little off from Maddie Altman. But they're right back under the basket. Here's a second chance. Altman in there handling the ball right now. They're going to get it into Van Overberga, and she tried to use the glass, didn't work. Hayworth to Burke. She got fouled. Van Overberga picks up her first foul. Lake and Burke, freshman at the line. No good. One thing we mentioned a lot yesterday is just how young this team is.
Yeah, I was going to say they're super young, and they're so well coached. You can just tell they always on the same page. Well, not always, but most of the time. Never say always.
More often than not.
Yeah.
4-point lead now after the free throw from Burke, and Monday got knocked over. Another offensive foul drawn by the point guard, Cassie Monday. So yeah, Monday sisters, both sophomores. Destiny Hayworth, Channing Lewis, their other starters also sophomores, and then the two centers they've used, Fredericks and Burke, they're both freshmen. As Burke is right there trying to get the rebound, and it's going to end up her effort paying off for Cumberlands. Amira Steele, also a sophomore. So they have a very bright future out in Kentucky. Cumberland's in the Mid-South Conference. Very tough basketball conference for
Channing
those who
Lewis
don't know.
Too. Did you mention that? Channing Lewis is a sophomore?
Yeah, she's a sophomore.
Yeah.
And she just put up ridiculous numbers
Yeah.
yesterday. Not as much in this game,
Really
though.
impressive.
She has a block, and that's it.
Yeah.
No points, no rebounds.
Pop.
I will say Channing Lewis's family is sitting right in front of us, so don't say anything too bad about her stat line. We saw her really, dominate several possessions yesterday, just getting her own rebound 3 times in the same possession.
Definitely a key player for Cumberland.
Not in there now, but Sure she will be later, as that's going to be a jump ball for sure. And possession arrow is pointing the other way. Things kind of slowing down right now. Neither team playing as fast as they were in the first quarter. As Arlenborn misses one. Hayworth gets it out to Monday. And some great passing leads to a Lakin Burke layup.
I was gonna say there's some really good defense too, but
they got through it. Arlenborn, three-pointer. That time she gets it. Just a 28% three-point shooter on the season. Able to give John Brown a 5-point lead. As Cassie Monday tried to get it into Burke. Instead, it'll be a three. Amira Steele, no. Man, when they haven't been in, it's been air balls.
Yeah.
Nothing but. Harris. Pass was intended for her. Monday took it away. Now a three in the corner. Steele couldn't get it. Good shot, though, and some more good passing as Kaylee Monday takes it away.
They're everywhere.
It's like they're in two places at once.
That was a good joke, Lacey.
I got a few up my sleeve. So Burke's jumper went out of bounds off of John Brown.
Oh,
and here's Channing Lewis. That was great defense by Tara Stevens. Maybe a little bit of contact let go, but not that much. She was straight up and down. As coast to coast, no good of Harris. And that is a tough collision. Everybody seems to be okay.
Oh, good. That made me very nervous. I mean, they're just going for the ball. It's just aggressive right now. Of course, everybody wants to punch their ticket to the next round, but that was scary.
Whoever wins this game, like you're saying, punching a ticket to Sioux City, Iowa. As Monday gets fouled. If you don't know where Sioux City, Iowa is, it is on the border of Nebraska and South Dakota.
Oh, that's far.
It's way up there. But if you ever wanted to visit all three states, that's a good place to go. Just drive around in a circle. Yeah, second foul third foul on Gracie Harris.
That's a big for the rest of the.
Yeah, I mean, she's gone for the rest of this half for sure. Now, she did end up playing 7 minutes. Of course, she comes off the bench, but as we saw against Loyola yesterday, Harris is a good player. Ended up making a big difference as Monday at the line, Cassie hits 2 free throws, up to 8 points. Things kind of slowing down, and fouls are a part of that. It's only the first one, though, on the Cumberlands in this quarter. As Amira Steele picks up her first. John Brown already over the foul limit with 5 in the quarter. There's Smith. Got it to Stevens. Knocks over Channing Lewis, and a few bodies on the ground. Stevens able to take advantage, getting the rebound and the putback. Now Cassie Monday putting on the dribble moves, getting it out to Steele. Finds Hayworth. Now back to Monday. Looking for an open shot and can't find it. Now they finally do. Channing Lewis with her first points of the game.
That's about as open as she'll get today.
And they took their time on that possession. Just about 5 minutes gone in this second quarter, which I feel like is going way slower than the last one. There's a three. And that rattles in for Emily Sanders. So Cumberlands had got it down to 3. Now it's back to 6. Kaylee Monday out to the corner. Steele. 3, no. Lewis was after it, and it's going to be out. They're going to say off of John Brown. So that's going to be our media timeout. First dead ball under 5 minutes. We'll take a break. 28-22 is our score. John Brown over the Cumberlands.
I often tell people you're not just a welder, you're a shipbuilder. When a ship delivers, every person that works here should be proud. Machinists, front office, engineers, we all make it happen. My grandfather would be very proud of who we are and who we've become. We have a lot of great opportunities in front of us that we're working on, from the U.S. Coast Guard to the U.S. Navy, to other government contracts, municipalities, different segments in the commercial market, oil and gas, flood protection, to catching vessels for SpaceX.
Back of the den, 4:34 until halftime. As there's a three right out of the timeout. Brittany, or
I know
Destiny Hayworth.
I know that they didn't mean to do that.
Just like I didn't mean to say her name wrong. I am so sorry to Destiny as she cuts it to 3. Now Emily Sanders gets it to the corner. That's a 3. Elise Cone, no. Tara Stevens gets it back, as she's done several times in this game. 9 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and 2 blocks for Stevens. As Hayworth out of bounds when she's tried to save it. 6 seconds will be on the shot clock. Stevens gives it up to Smith. Her 3 is good. Natalie Smith, another one. She is 3 for 3 from long range, and she gets a steal. Smith's going to pull one. Ooh, a heat check and an air ball. Stevens tried to save it, but sent it into the Cumberlands bench. Yeah, you knew it, huh?
Yeah. I was like, she's gonna. I mean, I understand. I get it. You're 3 for 3. Step into it. Just maybe she didn't have her legs under her on that one.
Hesitated a little bit too much. 6-point lead for John Brown. Foul's going to go on Leah Anderson. Just checked in a little bit ago. As Channing Lewis heads to the free throw line. 5'11" sophomore. averaging right under 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, and a pretty good free throw shooter this year at about 87%. Of course, had that big double-double yesterday. And she hits both free throws, cutting it to a 4-point game.
Yeah, Channing Lewis is a big part of that win yesterday. She was all over the offensive and defensive boards.
And certainly not as much today. She does not have a single rebound yet.
They did their shot report.
Kept her off the glass so far. As Sanders trying to find somebody, eventually finds Stevens. She spins.
Good
and
defense.
oh,
Wow.
they're going to say it wasn't good defense. A foul goes on Lewis. So Tara Stevens is going to head to the free throw line now. And she misses the first free throw. Senior from Oklahoma ends up hitting the second one for her 10th point of the game. So far this season averaging right under 20, 19 and a half. So she's halfway there. Cassie Monday flips one up, and I don't know how she makes some of these shots.
She has a really good change of speed, too.
Monday up to 10 points. As Stevens catches, backs her way all the way down into paint and put up a hook, but that time they're going to say good defense by Lewis. Oh, Kaylee Monday's open. They didn't find her in time. Now they do find her, but she has to give it up. Hayworth finds Cassie Monday. And she'll get it inside to Lewis, who got it blocked from behind. Seven seconds on the shot clock for Cumberlands. As they get it out to Hayworth now. Driving the basket, getting it to Lewis, and she got bowled over. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and they bailed her out with a foul. 2 shots coming up for Channing Lewis. And I said it yesterday, not really sure how she didn't make all conference.
Yeah.
As she misses the free throw. Because, I mean,
Well, you did say they have a really good conference.
they do have a really good conference. The Mid-South, they ended up losing to Freed Hardeman in the Mid-South Conference semifinals. They ended up winning the tournament. Number 5 team in the country as Lewis. Oh, that one just rimmed out after rolling all around the basket. So they had a chance to cut it to 1, but it stays at 3. And that one's off. They get it again to Lewis. She'll put one up and missed it and knocks over Natalie Smith. Second foul on Lewis. She is, however, going to stay in the game. So they're going to have to hope she plays these next few minutes without fouling. As Lakin Burke back into the contest. Lewis was playing center for a while.
She'll have to be careful because she did foul out last game.
She did. I think she was first one as there's a 3. And that one's off. Stevens the offensive board, though. Now Sanders will try one. No. And it is Lewis with her second rebound. Here's Hayworth. And they tried to find Lakin Burke inside, but it's going to be a turnover. Not as many as yesterday. but still 8 turnovers. John Brown winning the points off turnover battle 7-4. That's kind of where the game has been, as they hold a 3-point lead. And that is a steal. Monday trying to find somebody, eventually got it out to Lewis.
Oh, good
Burke.
pass.
And there's an assist from Lewis. It is down to a 1-point game with less than a minute to go in the half. Here's Tara Stevens fighting against Burke, and she's going to get fouled with 39.5 on the clock. Stevens' first free throw is off. He has kind of struggled at the line so far, 1 for 3. On the season, a 72% free throw shooter, though. And right about 40% from 3 as well, as she makes the second one. So she is a pretty good shooter. Kind of some surprising misses. 2 for 4 so far, and it's 33-31 John Brown. Monday taking her time. Cassie Monday with 2 on the clock, puts one up, and it is nowhere near the rim. Shot clock violation. John Brown will get the last shot of the half. Ball comes into Sanders. She's double teamed in the backcourt. Now Stevens. They're going to have to put one up, and it is no good. John Brown is going to be leading this one at half, 33-31. Things kind of close so far. We're not really sure who's going to be winning, as we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Taylor Nettle, with head coach Jeff Soderquist.
Jason, Coach, into the first half, you guys really had a lot of good three-pointers going up. At one point in time, you guys were 7 for 12 attempts, just really good, keeping like a 58% just three-pointer percentage. So how would you feel about your team's performance, and which strengths have you seen in the first half? You want to keep going?
Yeah, I mean, we've done a good job of finding the open person and hitting the threes right there. We got to handle their pressure a little bit better. We knew they were going to pressure us, but I just feel like we've got to handle that a little bit better. You know, we've done a fairly good job defensively, I think. They're really good at dribble penetration. I feel like we've done a good job defensively.
So going into the locker room, what's the key that you're going to tell your team to make sure you lock in this win in the second half?
Yeah, don't let them get us playing in a hurry. I thought some of the things we did, we get playing in a hurry the way that they're playing. We just got to slow down and not let us get in a hurry. But otherwise, we just got to keep guarding and keep finding the open people and keep hitting shots, hopefully.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Taylor. So second half coming up, and yeah, I think he's got a point there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, the team, they were playing more at Cumberland's pace in that second quarter.
And Cumberlands can keep a fast pace for a very long time.
We certainly saw that yesterday, didn't we?
Yes, especially, I mean, I know we talk about her a lot. Her name comes with a lot, Cassie Monday. She's everywhere on the court. Wherever the action is, she is somewhere near it. And if there's a steal, you can almost bet she's the person that either got the steal or caused it. So,
well, she leads the team in steals so far with 2. You're totally right on that. 3 assists and 10 points so far for Cassie Monday. And she's really the only one that's really been hurting this John Brown team. Lakin Burke does have 7, but I don't really think they've been too worried about her, especially with how well Stevens has played on John Brown's side. Stevens, what a stat line so far. Triple-double watch, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. All of those are game highs. And,
wow.
You could definitely tell her presence has been huge. Tara Stevens, a senior. At just 5'11", she's playing like she's about 6'3".
Yeah.
And speaking of 6'3", 6'4" Victory Fredericks is not out there. She only ended up playing 4 minutes in that first half. She only plays about 11 a game, so that's not too surprising. But I wonder if they might go to her more in that second half to slow down some of the inside presence that John Brown has had. But again, they talked about it downstairs, the three-pointers. 7 for 15 for the Golden Eagles in that first half, whereas Cumberlands, also a good three-point shooting team, they're just 2 for 9.
I mean, I think this could really turn into a shootout at the end. I think it's going to be pretty high scoring. I could be completely wrong, but, you know, both teams like to shoot threes. They do a lot of screens. They pass the ball. They don't mind sharing. Another team that gets a lot of assists, so I think it'll all come down to who can play better defense and possibly maybe foul trouble.
And I'm hoping it's, like you said, with a shootout, personally, because, I mean, we saw it in that, really, it didn't happen until the third overtime, but they can hit some shots in a hurry, and that can completely change a game. John Brown ended up with 7 threes, 12 makes, and Cumberland's also 12 makes, but only 2 threes. That's been the difference so far. It is a 2-point lead for the John Brown Golden Eagles over the University of the Cumberlands. We'll take a little break. This is the NAIA Women's Basketball National Championship, second round from New Orleans on VSN. We'll be back with some highlights from the first half.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
I often tell people you're not just a welder, you're a shipbuilder. When a ship delivers, every person that works here should be proud. Machinists, front office, engineers. We all make it happen. My grandfather would be very proud of who we are and who we've become. We have a lot of great opportunities in front of us that we're working on, from the U.S. Coast Guard to the U.S. Navy to other government contracts, municipalities, different segments in the commercial market, oil and gas, flood protection, to catching vessels for SpaceX.
At Harvey Gulf International Marine, we believe in being the best, in challenging the mundane, and in continually evolving as masters of our craft. We are reliable, forward-thinking, customer-focused, and committed to protecting the environment and the health and safety of the lives that we impact. At Harvey Gulf, we're committed to our people, our environment, and our performance. We're committed to unsurpassed excellence.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Den. I am Jason Quigley. Jane Wright joins me. We got about a minute and a half left until we're headed to this second half. We are going to have our sideline reporter, Taylor Nettle, join us, as she is going to be down on the court with Coach Rick Reeves. All right, Taylor.
Thanks, Jason. Coach, looking back at the first half, what were some things that you saw in your team that you wanted to improve?
Well, they're a very experienced team, and they're an extremely good three-point shooting team, and we didn't do a very good job guarding the three-point line, and they're really hurting us that. And 34 is their best player. She's extremely crafty. We've got a couple freshmen guarding her, and she's kind of took them to task. But, we believe we can get this game. As bad as we played, we're only down 2.
So what do you expect your team to do coming back out for the second half?
Hopefully we're going to be a better defensive team and guard the three-point line a lot better and limit them to one shot.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Taylor.
Back to you, Jason.
All right, thanks, Taylor. And there's the buzzer for the second half. Let's get this thing underway, shall we? One more half of basketball here at the Den in the 2023 season. Jane, let's do this.
Let's go, Jason.
Jason Quigley, Jane Wright, we have had a really exciting year of basketball, and I am kind of sad that it's ending. But it has been really fun this year getting to cover some really good teams, and these are two really good teams right here as well. Cumberlands gets the ball first with their point guard, Cassie Monday, getting it out to the wing, and they drew up a great play for Destiny Hayworth.
To immediately take the lead coming into the third. And that's kind of like what they did in the third overtime.
Right. They came out firing. Coach Rick Reeves clearly knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he doesn't seem phased.
As Tara Stevens goes up to the basket, no good. And Lakin Burke, who started the second half, did not start the game. Did a good job defending. As Lewis gets it into Burke, and she loses out of bounds, but they're going to say it was last touched by Stevens. What Reeves was talking about, he's got two freshmen trying to defend their senior and best player, Tara Stevens. Burke is one of them. Cassie Monday gets it out to Kaylee. Now Hayworth again, takes a three. Couldn't get it, but Burke got it back, plus the foul. And a good start to the second half from Cumberlands.
The last game they played, they might not have been down, but they definitely did get a hot start in the second half.
If they were down, it was not for long.
No. Pretty much went back and forth. Oh, that was a violation.
Short. Well, they didn't call it. They'll call a jump ball instead. And the ball will go over to the other side.
Wow. That's a kind of super egregious missed call.
Maybe it's because both teams violated.
Oh, okay. Then I retract my statement because I really only saw Emily Sanders.
Sanders handed it off. They tried to get it back to her. Now Sanders going to throw it in. Trying to find their point guard, and Kaylee Monday picks it off and gets fouled as well. Maddie Altman is going to pick up the personal. Hayworth commanding a lot of attention on the outside. Now Monday steps back for three. Good move to get open space, but wasn't able to hit the shot. And it'll be Golden Eagle basketball. There's Tara Stevens. Ran into Monday, and it's going to be a foul. Again, a little bit of a high mismatch. Monday at 5'4". Stevens going to head to the free throw line, where she's already been twice tonight. So far, she's 2 for 4. Kind of been a struggle. But she nails the first. No problems there.
Super quiet in this gym. You could literally hear a pin
I was
drop.
afraid to talk. I would think they could hear me on the court. So the second one goes in as well. And it is back to a 1-point lead for Cumberlands. John Brown took the early punch from the Patriots, and they have hung in there. Lewis going to take a three. That one's short. Hayworth got it back, though. There's Monday flipping it up. Almost surprised that didn't go in. She's not missed many times tonight.
And Stevens is guarded by
Monday again.
Yeah, again. Good pass.
Burke finishes. She has had good position on a lot of these plays. Destiny Hayworth found her. Full court press for Cumberlands. And it's going to be a turnover. Good defense as the Monday sisters ended up trapping Natalie Smith. She turned it over, couldn't handle the pass.
I can imagine that would be scary. Twins trapping you.
Oh, she was out of bounds. Hayworth had a foot on the line. They'll try to get it again. Gracie Harris into the game. Remember, she has 3 fouls. Not really sure what happened there.
Yeah, the shot clock didn't change or anything. I don't think anybody.
Interesting. He was looking up at the scoreboard as Harris almost turned it over. Stevens, top of the arc, defended by Lewis. Defended well, as that's a miss. As Victory Fredericks into the game is going to drag her pivot foot, and that is going to be a turnover. Victory Fredericks just checked in, got a rebound, and they couldn't do much with it. We're going to have a timeout. Media called on the floor, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back in a minute. 38-35, Cumberlands over John Brown. in the den. It's a 3-point lead for the University of the Cumberlands Patriots. Coming into this one as the 5 seed. 13 seed John Brown hanging in there. They'll have the ball now. Maddie Altman throwing it in. Tosses it up to Harris. Now Stevens in the paint, defended by Fredericks, and she got it blocked.
Yeah.
Hard to get it past those outstretched arms of the 6'4" Fredericks.
And if that's what Coach Reeves wanted them to stop her, she's gonna have to be the person to do it.
Here's Cassie Monday getting into Hayworth. Now out to the other Monday. Shot is good, but are they going to count it?
No, they won't.
No, they won't. An offensive foul in the paint. Fredericks picks up her second.
That's the second time that they've had a offensive foul on a 3 that they made.
First time it happened to Cassie, second time to Kaylee.
Yeah.
Or rather, Kaylee was the one on the floor.
Right.
So they've had it happen to each team. Fredericks defending Stevens again. Can she get past her? No. And a rebound for Fredericks. She fights it all the way to the ground and gets the foul called on Stevens. Second foul called on Stevens.
I think she kind of got away with an offensive foul. She kind of elbowed her in the neck.
Well, she was kind of falling down in the process. They get it to Fredericks, and she missed an easy layup. They're trying to fight for the jump ball, and they get it called. Possession arrow pointing this way, so it'll stay here. They'll get it into Fredericks again. Now Kaylee Monday gets it to Hayworth. Open for a 3. Got another one. The largest lead of the game for Cumberlands. They're up 6. Now here's Emily Sanders. Her 3-pointer, no. Fredericks with the rebound.
Wow. They're going to call another foul on Stevens.
Third foul on her as we head into the media timeout. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 41-35, Cumberlands over John Brown. This is the NAIA Women's Basketball National Championship.
With another kill.
He shoots and he scores!
Oh, big hit.
Back in the den. Third quarter, halfway through. And Cumberland's with the ball, looking to extend their lead. Kind of similar to how last night's game went, where they were big in the second half, outscoring John Brown in the second half 10-2. As Fredericks almost got to that rebound, Harris will track it down for John Brown. Harris. Now Stevens. Defended by Fredericks. She puts one up, and what great defense these last few possessions.
She hasn't been successful against Fredericks yet.
Guess that's the key to victory.
Yeah, good adjustment made. Oh.
Bears a three. No good by Hayworth. Fredericks tracks it down. Only played 4 minutes in the first half. Already 3 in the second. And they've been really important minutes.
Yeah.
As Kaylee Monday out to the corner. Hayworth double teamed. Monday, 3 in and out. Fredericks is there and puts in a put-back layup.
Similar to the big man in the other game.
Yeah.
Victory Fredericks, she's changed the outcome of this. Oh.
Okay, Stevens, no good.
She's changed the outcome of this game defensively because their best player has not gotten a point on her yet.
And I think she knew that she was about to come out of the game, which is why she just heaved one from Steph Curry range. 8-point lead for the Cumberlands. Here's Cassie Monday flipping up a shot that almost rolled in off the glass, but it'll be John Brown basketball. And that's almost turned over. Sanders out to the three-point line, and good is Bella Arlenborn. Maybe a breath of fresh air and new life into this John Brown team.
You're right, because they hadn't scored
It had been a while.
It's been a minute, yeah.
Here's Lewis. Thought about it. Instead, Hayworth to Fredericks, knocking over a defender, and they're going to call a foul on Maddie Altman, who can't believe it. Oh, now they change it. They change the call and give the foul to Fredericks.
Wait, did the same ref that called it just change
Yes.
it?
He, I guess, had a moment of realization.
I don't really. Okay. It's like she convinced him or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Altman runs into a defender and our own player as well. Arlenborn. Oh, she thought about it. Bella Arlenborn steps back, takes a mid-range jumper, no good, and Sanders was chasing her down, but she got caught up going the wrong direction. As Natalie Smith about to check back in for John Brown. Lakin Burke and Amira Steele in for Cumberlands. Five-point lead for the Patriots. Steele getting out to Cassie Monday. Now Kaylee. Back to Cassie. And it'll be a 3 or 2 from Channing Lewis. And fouling from behind. Lakin Burke's going to go to the free throw line. Van Overberga. Thought she had a clean block. She did not.
It was an awkward.
Yeah.
She kind of had to reach through the front of Burke to get to the ball. So.
Lakin Burke at the line. She's already into double figures with 11 and make it 12. If you're wondering who's the leading scorer for Cumberlands, you're looking at her. Burke, a 6'1" freshman, has been doing a good job through the 2 games that we have seen her play. Really impactful.
Yeah, another game. Really, everybody on Cumberland's team is so vital to this team's success.
Now Gracie Harris. Working on the outside, getting it to Maddie Altman. Gets in the paint. A little bit of a carry that they don't call. Harris, 3, good. With 4 on the shot clock, cuts it to 4. And that's almost taken away. It is. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball. That was a very quick call.
Yeah, it was. They were both falling to the ground.
Yeah. That was an interesting call. They're going to give the ball to John Brown.
Also a very big missed call on the carry, which resulted in a 3.
I mean, when's the last time we've seen a carry called?
Right. I feel because they're not usually too obvious, but
right. That one kind of was. That's
yeah,
off
that
the
was
knee of a
ball.
Cumberlands defender.
Bodies are on the ground.
They get back up though. Of course, these teams fighting for a spot in the round of 16. They got to get back up. As Anderson knocks over a defender, they're going to call a foul on Kaylee Monday. No free throws yet, as that's just a 3rd team foul. No, the 4th team foul on Cumberlands. And that's taken away by Burke. .30 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. And they're finding Burke again with a size advantage as Lewis gets fouled. Maybe a makeup call. wasn't really much there.
Yeah. They're in the bonus. So.
As that is good for Channing Lewis. She's gotten most of her points at the free throw line. Certainly a different performance yesterday than she's having so far today. 2 rebounds, and they both came in the 2nd quarter. And just 6 points. Still a long way to go with this one. We've got a whole another quarter left to play. Harris. Step back. And that one's going to drop. And that is how the 3rd quarter will end. A 4-point advantage for the Cumberlands Patriots. They did a good job in that quarter, outscoring John Brown by 6. We'll see what happens in the 4th. This is the NAIA Women's Basketball National Championship.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
One final quarter of basketball here at the Den, the University Sports Complex on the campus of Loyola University, New Orleans. What a fun year it's been. Cumberlands, of course, having played 15 more minutes than John Brown played yesterday. And so you're going to wonder if fatigue maybe starts to set in at some point. But at this point, I doubt it.
Yeah, they seem to have all the legs that they could get.
Here's Cassie Monday. Passing it over to Destiny Hayworth, and what a shot.
Yeah. What a pass and what a shot. And what a terrible person to leave open.
She has had a fantastic game from beyond the arc now, 4 for 6.
I mean, a 3-point shootout.
As that one goes in over Fredericks. Stevens back in. Hayworth found herself open again and gets another one. Kind of similar vibes to that third overtime where just all the threes started to drop for the Cumberlands.
That's where it gets dangerous because threes add up quickly.
And John Brown is a good three-point shooting team, but they've only hit 3 in this second half, whereas Cumberlands have hit 4 so far. Harris ran into Channing Lewis. They're going to call a foul on her. Not a lot of contact there.
Yeah, not much.
Sanders gets it in to Harris. Back to Sanders with the shot clock running down. She's going to drive in. She ran into Cassie Monday. Harris into Emily Sanders. Handling the ball at 5'10". Now Natalie Smith. Not what she normally does as Sanders pulls one but misses and Harris gets it back. They'll try again.
It was wide open.
Arlenborn. Oh, in and out. That would have made it back to 5, but it stays an 8-point advantage for Cumberland. 7.5 to go.
Really, they can just take their time. No need to rush for a shot.
And really, when they've taken their time in the past, it's
gotten
them a good look. Here's Kaylee Monday. Straightaway 3. Good. Patriots starting to pull away. An 11-point advantage for the Cumberlands. Stara Stevens gets blocked. Gets it back. Steele back in for Cumberlands.
Wow,
and there's an offensive foul. Monday hits the deck. One of them, Kaylee. I couldn't see. They both have a pink headband on. They both look exactly the same.
Yes, they do.
If you can't see the numbers. Oh, that's true. Cassie with the red knee pads. Steele behind the arc. Gets it to Kaylee. And again, somebody hits the deck for Cumberlands. It's Lewis that time. So Cumberland's ball, 6:33 to go. Cassie Monday throws it to Fredericks.
Good
now
pass.
wide open steal. 3. Good.
I think they're going to call a delay of game. Oh, no. Okay.
I think they are.
I think they called a timeout. Oh, no. Delay of game warning.
Delay game warning, and I think a timeout. No.
No, just
They come back onto the floor, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, now there's the timeout.
Okay.
So that is going to be our media timeout, I believe.
Yeah.
They're still trying to figure it out. We'll see. Yes. All right, we'll take a break. 59-45 is our score. Cumberlands pulling away from John Brown. This is the NAIA Women's Basketball Championship. John Brown basketball. This game is not over yet because we know they can make threes in a hurry. As that's a block from behind from Lewis. It's not over yet, but Cumberlands is playing really well right now.
Yeah, and that was a really well-timed block also.
Kaylee Monday to Channing Lewis. Gets in the paint, throws it up, and gets a foul. Arlenborn picks up a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Lewis, where she has spent a majority of her night. 4 for 6 so far. First one goes in, 15-point advantage for Cumberlands, make it 16. And it is going to take a Herculean effort over the next 6 minutes if John Brown wants to come back in this one.
Hey, don't count him out yet. You know they can hit shots.
As Stevens goes up to the paint, gets fouled. I think that was on Lewis. No, they're going to call on a Victory Fredericks.
Must have been with her body.
It's
but
her
he kinda
4th
called
personal.
it before she went up for the shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 free throws coming up for Stevens. Once again, the gym is silent. And she hits the first one. Stevens up to 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. Most of that came in the first half. And she nails the second one as well. With Maddie Altman checking back in for John Brown. And Lakin Burke back in. We're going to see as Stevens was able to take advantage of Burke really in that first half. With Fredericks out, we'll see how well Stevens plays.
Yeah.
As that one's
she got tripped.
taken away, yes. Altman picks it up and gets the foul. There was a lot of bodies just flying everywhere in the paint. Might have been one of those situations where the refs just didn't know what to call, and so they decided not to call anything. So that's going to be foul on Cassie Monday. It's her 3rd. Ball comes into Gracie Harris. Harris to Stevens, takes a long three, and that is short again. Her second air ball on a 3 attempt, and I don't know if she's going to try any more of those. That, of course, would have cut it to 11. A manageable deficit.
Yeah,
but
still a lot of time left.
Just over 5 minutes. I think we got one more media timeout in us. After that, John Brown has just 2 timeouts left.
John Brown's going to need to get a stop here. Otherwise, it would kind of just deflate their energy. Oh, a lot of good moves.
And there's the energy deflator. Kaylee Monday that time. Little mid-range shot. She's got 5 points. Hasn't done a ton of scoring in this tournament, but she has been tasked with defending some really good players. As that time she was tasked with defending Harris, who goes in for the layup. Altman tried to draw a foul there. They ignored her.
Yeah, I think there wasn't much contact.
Here's Kaylee Monday. Now Cassie gets it turned over, and a foul as well. That's going to be her 4th if it's on Cassie Monday.
Yeah, it is.
As Stevens, she was already running the other way. Cassie impeded her progress, and she's going to head to the bench.
Well, with 4 fouls, you definitely can't risk her fouling out for this Cumberlands team.
Yeah, if things get closer near the end here, they would
Yeah.
certainly prefer her playmaking. But still 36 minutes for Cassie Monday.
Yeah.
So
Not a light day at all.
All right, let's do some math here. That's 80 minutes for the tournament? No, 90 minutes for the tournament.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's a lot of running.
In 2 days. Stevens at the line. Hit the first. And hit the second. 12-point game with 4 minutes to go. And a full court press, and Monday lost it out of bounds. They're giving the ball to John Brown. They certainly don't think they're out of this yet.
I mean, and this is the time to really rev your energy up with their heart and soul of the team on the bench right now. Oh,
Gracie Harris lost it. Gets it over to Altman. Now Stevens. They're trying to get a good shot. Cumberland's playing well on defense. As Smith to Harris. 3. Yes!
Down to 9 now.
Single digits. There's another full court press, and Harris takes it away. And it's going to be a timeout called by Harris. 30-second timeout called. Yeah, this is, like you said, this is the time if you want to get your energy up.
And it's you see immediately she goes to the bench.
So she just went to the table. She's checking back in, Cassie Monday. And so we're going to see what happens after this timeout with 3:30 to go. It's going to be tough. They have to pretty much play perfect, but a comeback is not out of the question.
It's never too far if you have shooters like that on your team.
And they have made 10 triples. 10 for 23, 44%.
That's a crazy.
They're shooting better from three-point range than they are from the field.
Wow, so you have a better.
You really do.
And really,
and there it is.
Wow.
Natalie Smith puts one up. Oh, it's off the mark. That would have cut it to 6.
When they were just down by 11.
They were down by 13 at one point.
Yeah. Little confusion on the court.
Now they bring it in. And Cassie Monday, no problems getting it into the front court. They're going to try to waste as much time as possible while still getting a good shot and a good possession. Kaylee Monday runs into Maddie Altman. They're going to call a foul. I don't think she was trying to foul.
No, but she had a full head of steam going downhill. They're gonna call him on the floor though. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't on the shot. She just pushed her out of the way, accidentally. So it's gonna be 15 on the clock. Monday lost it. Stevens recovers. And she'll bring it up the floor. Tara Stevens gives it up to Altman, and she lost it. A good steal by Amira Steele. Living up to her name. It's spelled differently.
More like, well, no, I can't even say like Steele Magnolias because there's an extra E. Okay. Cool last name though, I would say.
And that's taken away again. So John Brown keeps getting these takeaways, but they're just haven't been able to come up with points on the other end. They're still down 9. Here's Harris. All the way to the basket, gets fouled by one of the Mondays.
I think it was Kaylee.
It was Kaylee.
Yeah, because that would have been Cassie's 5th.
So it's going to go back to the free throw line where they're going to have to make some shots if they want to stay in this game. Gracie Harris, a 5'7" sophomore, is going to miss the free throw. Really hasn't had a ton of experience at the free throw line this season, just 11 for 13, but that is a good percentage.
Yeah.
Missed the first, though, and the second one's good, so it's down to 8. And we've begun to foul. Don't think they meant to.
Yeah.
But now both teams over the foul limit. Van Overberga picks up her 4th personal. Now she and Altman each with 4. On the other side, it's Fredericks and Cassie Monday at the line. Again, you could hear a pin drop in here.
Very quiet in here.
As first free throw goes in, Monday got a 71% free throw shooter.
Interesting that it's so quiet because both teams seem to have fans here.
Right. Maybe they're just not the type to yell after every free throw. 2 minutes on the clock. We're going to take a full timeout. Be back on VSN 65-55 Cumberlands.
I often tell people you're not just a welder, you're a shipbuilder. When a ship delivers, every person that works here should be proud. Machinists, front office, engineers, we all make it happen. My grandfather would be very proud of who we are and who we've become. We have a lot of great opportunities in front of us that we're working on, from the U.S. Coast Guard to the U.S. Navy, to other government contracts, municipalities, different segments in the commercial market, oil and gas, flood protection, to catching vessels for SpaceX.
Just 2 minutes remain in this second round of the NAIA Women's Basketball Championship here in New Orleans. And there promises to be some fireworks as John Brown attempts to make a comeback. And Cumberlands looks to maintain their lead. It's 10 right now. There's an open 3. Altman takes one, makes one. And it's down to 7. That is certainly doable. Cassie Monday in the backcourt. Gets it to her sister, who loses it, but she was fouled.
And I think that's going to be her 5th.
Van Overberger picks up the foul, and yep, she's done. So she's going to check out as we search for her replacement. It's going to be Emily Sanders. I'm kind of surprised Bella Arlenborn not coming back in. She had already made a 3. That's what you really need at this point in the game. But
Yeah.
Sanders still has some size at 5'10", and she made 2 threes earlier. It's going to send Kaylee Monday to the line, shooting 2 shots. And makes the first, and an 83% free throw shooter this year. While Cassie made first team All Mid-South, she made second team. And they have those 2 players for a few more years. So
Yeah,
a bright future.
Definitely a team to look. This year they're a team to look for.
I
so
mean, yeah,
you know.
they could go far in this tournament, especially if they shoot it well. Harris in the corner. 3 is short. You can see it coming out of her hand. As now in the corner, Hayworth had an open 3, passed it up so they could run some more time. And now we're going to start fouling. Cassie Monday is going to go back to the line, and it's going to be the 5th foul on Maddie Altman, so her day is done as well. Altman, a grad student, so it looks like her season and her career is done as well. Gotta love the fight that John Brown has showed through these 2 games, though. I mean, to come here and defeat the hosts, Loyola, after the season they had, and then to go toe-to-toe with a really good team in Cumberlands.
Yeah, Cumberlands, from what we have seen, they definitely have all the aspects of a championship team. So, it's so quiet in here, I don't want to say anything.
All right, you're good now.
Definitely wouldn't be surprised if they do get the red banner at the end. So,
and one thing I've noticed about the women's basketball championship, really any team can go and win it.
Right.
There are so many upsets.
There usually are.
As Stevens, defended by 3 different players, gets it out to a 3-point shooter. Cone no good, and it's out. John Brown basketball. But yeah, I mean, really anyone could win it. And I wouldn't be surprised if a 5th seed like Cumberland's, I mean, this is a strong 5th seed.
It just depends on the day, really.
They have 7 losses this year, and most of them to ranked teams, as Stevens gets fouled going to the basket. That was a rebound for Stevens' second chance opportunity, but really the second chance point battle has been dominated by Cumberland's 19-7. They have out-rebounded John Brown 39-24. Not super surprising considering the size that they have on their team, but John Brown's not bad either. And we saw them boxing out really well yesterday.
Yeah, they were leaving holes in the paint for the ball to drop.
Gonna have a 30-second timeout called by Cumberlands, as this one is pretty much formalities at this point. I don't think you could come back 9 points in 38 seconds, but we've seen crazier things.
We have.
Cumberland's at 23-7 on the season.
Yeah, I wouldn't count them out completely yet, John Brown, just because
of the threes
that they can shoot. I mean, these are 2 of the best 3-point shooting teams I've ever seen, men or women.
Everyone can shoot on the floor for them right now, including their center, Stevens. I mean, they average about 10 threes a game. It's not super surprising, as Sanders had it sent over her head. And now they're going to foul Lewis, which might not be a bad idea considering she missed 2 earlier. Second foul on Sanders with 29.1 on the clock. They're going to have to score points in a hurry and hope for misses down here. But
Yeah,
Lewis,
I think that about does it.
Lewis says no misses. She hits this second one. It'll be an 11-point game, and that is exactly what will happen. Timeout called by Coach Soderquist for John Brown. It is a full timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back one more time on VSN. This is the Women's Basketball Championship.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
That was the last timeout by John Brown, so don't think any more are going to be called probably in this game. We'll see, but one last shot. Tara Stevens puts it in. All right, yeah, I spoke too soon. I'm going to get a 1:30-second timeout, and I'm going to take this opportunity to thank our entire production crew this weekend for our directors, Rin Andrews, Julia Percari, who also is running camera for this game. Camera operators, Reed Elzy, Andre Amedy, Brian McCulley, Paul Davis, Gabe Walzer. And, of course, thank you as well, Jane.
Thank you for having me, Jason.
Jane Wright, Jason Quigley, and, you know, hopefully we're back next year as well because it's been a really fun season.
We're just getting started.
And I hope we host this opening round again next year because we had some really, March Madness is, I think, the accurate term for it yesterday.
Or as we call in Louisiana. Oh.
What are we getting here? Oh, foul off the ball, I guess.
Well, what a quick way to get a foul.
And, of course, Cassie Monday going to the line. But anyway, yeah, March Madness.
March Madness in Louisiana. Sorry,
we're a little delirious, y'all. 6 games in 2 days. 4 yesterday. I think I was here for 13 hours straight.
Yeah, Jason's one of the hardest working guys we know.
It takes a whole crew to put together what we have had this week, and it's been a big production. Natalie Smith for 3, banks it in. Cuts it to 8. They're going to have to try to get a steal here, but they get it into Kaylee Monday. Oh, they almost got the steal.
I would have cut it to 6 if they did get a steal, and then it would have been a game.
But, yeah, big shout-out to, obviously, our whole production crew, our athletic crew here. Kamal Petro, our sports information director. Damali Thomas, assistant AD. Andrew Fava, the building coordinator, and then our AD, Brett Simpson. All of those people have been working nonstop all week to put together this opening round, as well as all the unnamed people who have just put in crazy hours to make sure that this thing goes off without a hitch. And even if there were hitches, we got past them, and we did our best. Time winding down in this fourth quarter. Gracie Harris is going to put up one last shot for John Brown, cutting it to single digits, but it is, regardless, going to be a win for the University of the Cumberlands, as they are going to win the New Orleans bracket opening round, and the Cumberlands Patriots are headed to Sioux City, Iowa. They are through to the round of 16 as they get their 24th win of the season, 75-67 over John Brown. good game overall.
Yeah,
good 6 games.
Congratulations to Cumberlands. They really came out here and they showed some great basketball. I mean, and really a shooting clinic. So.
And, of course, they ended up playing more than anybody else in the tournament.
Yes, they did.
As they played not just 40 minutes yesterday, but 55 minutes.
And they have some, legs.
Today, they played some more. We're going to go down to the court now where our sideline reporter, Taylor Nettle, is with Coach Rick Reeves.
Coach, wow, what a comeback for your team. Starting off, hitting the court for the second half and immediately scoring points, taking the lead and just keeping it until the end of the game. How do you feel about your team's performance?
I'm very happy with their team, but I want to give John Brown a lot of credit. They're a well-coached team and a very good basketball team. And, really both teams deserve to win, but only one can. I thought we did a great job of guarding the three-point line. Even though they banked in one, I told them don't worry about that, but our defense really carried today.
And looking at some of your players, Cassie Monday had a great game today. She led in points and assists, and her sister led in steals too. Can you talk about how they perform out there and how they're an asset to the team?
Well, we're very young. She's only a sophomore, so she's still learning. She's getting better all the time, and now she's standing behind me. It's acting silly, but they're both twins. They come from a basketball family. Their dad's a coach. Their aunt was a great player. They got a lot of people in their family. But this whole team, anybody can step up at any time.
What's the mindset that you want your team to have throughout a season and especially going forward?
My first year, we won one game. So we've come a long way. So this is my 5th year, and we want to win a national championship. But we can't win it if we can't get there. Now we get to go to Iowa.
And what are you going to focus on for your team going forward as round of 16 is coming up next for you guys?
Well, I know we're going to play probably the #1 team in the nation, Thomas More, but we know them. We feel like we can beat them, but we're going to have to play extremely well because they're a very good team and a very well-coached team, and they're the reigning champions from last year. But, hey, we're up for the challenge.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Taylor.
Back to you, Jason.
All right, thanks, Taylor. We're going to do the same thing we did in the first game. We're going to watch the celebration as Cumberlands cuts down to nets. Congrats to them once again. We're going to go down to Taylor Nettle again, who is with Cassie Monday.
Thanks, Jason. Cassie, congratulations on you guys' win today. Your performance overall throughout the season and today was just phenomenal. Talk about how you felt out there.
I couldn't do it without my teammates. We just had the mindset of making it to nationals and then winning nationals, so that's been our mindset the whole year, and just one step closer to the championship.
What does this win mean for you?
It means everything to me. Like, we've been working our butts off, like postseason, preseason, everything. Like, we've been working so hard for this, and it's finally paid off.
So what are you going to keep in mind going forward? Next up is round of 16, and you guys are facing a pretty tough contender, but what are you going to keep in your mind?
The winning mentality. Like, we're not going to give up. We're going to show grit every play we take. So we just know that hard work, if whoever works the hardest will win.
Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jason.
All right, thanks, Taylor. Again, Cassie played a lot of minutes, 54 yesterday, and almost a whole game again today. Talked about hard work, and yeah, it definitely paid off in this game. We're going to go back down to Taylor again, as she is going to be standing with Destiny Hayworth, who hit several threes at the end of that game to really put Cumberlands over the top. All right, down to Taylor.
Thanks, Jason. Destiny, congratulations on your team's win today. Let's go back and look at the start of the second half. You were the person that got the team in the lead. Literally, as soon as the half started, you put up that three-pointer, and immediately you guys were in the lead, and no one looked back from that point. Just talk about how that felt in the whole momentum of the second half for your games today.
Coming out of half, the assistant coach, Coach Crystal, was really pushing me, like, look for my shot, and my teammates did an amazing job screening for me, and it just happened to fall, and I'm really grateful that it did. So,
what does this win mean for you and the team today? How do you feel about it?
I personally have never cut a net in my life. So this is like, I could cry. I've never done anything like this before. And we have worked so hard for so many years to build this program, and it's just surreal. It's surreal.
So what are you going to keep in mind going forward? Next up, you guys are facing number one, and it's going to be round of 16. What are you going to keep in mind?
Well, I think we were looking at maybe playing Thomas More, which is in our conference. So it's someone we're familiar with, but we just have to focus on each game one at a time, not look too far ahead, just like we have been. So,
congratulations again today, and thank you.
Thank you so much.
Back to you, Jason.
All right, thank you, Taylor, again. And a good game for Destiny Hayworth. And that'll do it for us on Varsity Sports Now. Thank you to everybody who decided to tune in for any of our 6 games. It was a blast calling all 6 of them with Jane. Thank you to our entire production crew as well, and everybody who made this opening round a possibility. It was fun, and I hope we do it again for a 3rd year in a row next year. But for now, we're going to say so long. Congratulations to the University of the Cumberlands Patriots, who beat John Brown 75-67 to advance to the NAIA round of 16. Hope to see y'all next year. Goodbye and so long from the Den, and thanks for watching.